everybody, this is Randy with Carchaeology, and a really quickie video here today. Yesterday I was up at the estate that I've been working with here in the California desert, and I brought home a few little treasures to sort through. I thought I'd go through them here with you real quick. Here's a pair of Cadillac hubcaps. These are probably 1961, 62, something to that effect. Got some Ford wire wheel hubcaps here. I'm thinking those are like Ford Falcon or something to that effect. Deluxe ones. They're pretty slick. I love this sprinkler. This is something that you would hook up to your hose to run out onto your lawn. Really Art Deco in design. I've never seen one quite like that, but certainly a slick piece. And I know people collect those things, so that'll be an interesting one to research, figure out what it's all about. There's tons of oil cans and products up there at the property. This one I thought was pretty interesting. Hamilton Oil in Paramount, California. Sierra reclaimed motor oil. So I guess you just run that dirty stuff back on through. It's all good. Here's a cool hood ornament. A couple little lenses there of some sort. Now this old truck door, there was a whole pile of doors there on the property, and this one was just barely sticking out. I could see the handle and I could see these little ribs, and I just kind of had this feeling that there was something more to it. So as I pulled it out, I realized that it's got this porcelain sign on it, and it's going to be really fun to see how that sign cleans up. Now Kellogg's is a local producer of fertilizer down in Orange County area, so there's some local interest to that, and it is a porcelain sign. But the question is, do you pull it off of there, or do you leave it on the door kind of as a decorative thing? Now the gentleman worked for Nash for many years, and we found a lot of new old stock pieces there. This head appears to be a brand new head that was never used. A little surface rust on it, but it's a brand new head for a 6-cylinder flathead Nash. We've got some bumpers here that are from about a 50, 51 Nash, maybe 49, somewhere in there. And I think these actually might be new old stock bumpers, looking at them. They all have wire from hanging them on some spot. There are some little spots of surface rust. It'll be interesting to try to clean those off. And there were also these Nash grills in the pile that look to be in great shape. Now, probably my favorite piece of the whole pile is this unicycle. So it's a homemade unicycle made from tricycle parts. Definitely has that deco style to it. Unfortunately, that rubber tire is done. But what a cool little piece. Looks like something from a Dr. Seuss cartoon. And then other bicycle-wise here, there's this 20-inch Schwinn girls bike. I believe the head badge says Spitfire. And really interesting. It's got, it's got the wing style paint job on it. It's late enough that it's not the skip tooth crank. It's just standard crank, short chain guard. And obviously this rear fender has been changed. That's something off a Stingray. But that's a pretty neat little bike right there. And it'll be fun to try to clean that up a bit. And the last item, well, almost the last item in there, was this milk can. We had a guy come out that was sorting around. He found several milk cans. But this particular one here is from Idlewild Dairy. Now, Idlewild is a mountain town in this area close to us. And that's a pretty neat can that should go back up to Idlewild. And then the last item in the pile is this saddle blanket that we found out in one of the sheds. Now this has what looks like a swastika design on it, but they call that the whirling logs. This is probably Navajo Indian blanket of some sort. It was a saddle blanket. It would go over the horse. The saddle would go up on top of it. It was a bit of a pad, and it's in pretty neat shape. And it'd be fun to do a little more research on that, figure out value, and try to find a home for it. So that's the stash from yesterday. Hope you enjoy it. If you see anything you like or know anything about, let me know. Bye-bye.